Hello, hello. What's up, y'all? Hey. We are going to be doing some late night oracle. Have you been feeling the energy shifts? I was telling some of my friends today, it's like one portal closing after another. So we have lots of oracle coming up for you. This is what's called a daily download. So first of all, if you're new here, my name's Michelle Christides. Welcome to Angel Insight. Not only am I an oracle, but I also work with the power of the all, wisdom of the animals, the plants, the crystals, and so much more. So today we are inspired by a channeled song. We're going to play it. Let's rock it out for just a moment. Here we go. Ready? Paying your bills on time raises your credit score. Okay, so here we go. Skipping the commercial. All right, let's just listen for a moment. So I get a good feeling. Yeah. No, I get a good feeling. Yeah. Oh my God, I just want to play it more and more and more. So yeah, had a little morning meeting the other day. Archangel Chamuel came in, channeled song was playing. I was rocking it out just like we are now. And I heard Ascended Masters Unite. We've got the number 10/10 come in. We've had this come in a couple times. We're talking about something has sprouted, okay? Now, specifically, the definition of spur here is impulse, incentive, motive, a stimulus to action, something that facilitates or increases your energy. Who's ready? Are you ready for this? Because I know I am. I am more than ready. And doesn't it feel like, we're all in different parts of the energy, but for me, maybe you resonate. It feels like something keeps coming up to block me. Hey, what's up, girl? Welcome. We're pumping up the energy. We're pumping it up. Pump me up. Okay. So this is why I'm going late night. I was like, you know what? I am not going to let any of these energies hold me down. We're going to share this message. So here we go. What are we talking about tonight, you guys? What are we talking about? We are talking about new experience, new feels, movement, building, expansion, growth, flow. You have been doing the work. I even was told some of you for 3 years. I feel you. You are ready for this, right? We've got many of you have gone down deep, so deep that you need a little bit of assistance to climb back up and allow yourself to poke through because it's time to sprout. We're going to be talking about learning about the archangels want to come in and share a little bit about where you've been planted. And then we have the ascended masters, and they're going to show you how to bloom. Okay. So, this is the energy. Let's see what else. When I was in this energy, what I was getting was jet setter. I was feeling, we've been talking about this new immersion experience, the pillars of the earth immersion experience coming up in April. So that might be something that you would be interested in. This energy feels really good. It feels balanced, and it feels like you're taking care of yourself. So, hey girl, what's up? I'm so happy you're here. Knuckles. You can feel my energy. I was like, I am going live. I don't care. But anyway, it's okay. Like this energy feels so expansive that there's a general message to make sure that you remember to kind of spread the love. Okay. Why? Because when you spread the love, what happens is you set the frequency to bring even more into your energetic field. Okay. I have goosebumps. Um, so there is a message here. What if you paid it forward to three people? And I heard and was getting some information about the movie Pay It Forward as an inspiration. So if you're really needing some inspiration at this time, because like I said, some of you have been in the pits for 3 years. Okay. So it's time. You've done your shadow work. You've gone to the very bottom. You've gone down deep. Now it's time to make that clear and clean ask. What are you looking to manifest? So it's really a time to get clear about what you want to do, pull in that energy, and then think about paying it forward to others. Okay. This is the energy. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go. We're going to be building. Now it looks like a ladder, okay? But really what it is this is the I mean, this is the plant, the stem, the ability to poke through. And what you are is literally climbing up out of the pit, out of the dirt, out of where you've been planted, if you will, seeds that have been planted. And by the way, it's all about that expansion to grow. So let's see. Jolene says she's with Soul Expansion Guidance, you guys, and she's one of my girls, Pillar of the Earth. So she's a great person to follow. 111 is the new moon in Capricorn. Yeah, it's a great time to manifest. Thanks, girl. Yes, please drop it like it's hot in the comments if you're resonating, if you're feeling this, because we're a community and we all feed off each other. And what you are talking about is truly Capricorn energy. I know I am feeling it, right? We've been in this Cancer energy, and we have, if you didn't know, little fun fact, 7-Eleven, take me to heaven. It's hanging. The 7-Eleven's hanging. We've got all this magic coming in. This last full moon in Cancer, and here we are flipping the script, right? Going into the new moon of Capricorn. But this year, we're going to not be experiencing another full moon in Cancer at all in 2024. There's going to be 2 Capricorn full moons. So there is a lot happening. And are you feeling it? Are you ready to jet set? Are you ready to travel? Are you ready to manifest? Let's go. Let's see where we're going. We're going to start with the archangels. And the archangels really, really, really just want to talk about what's been happening in that Earth Star chakra. Okay. Now, for many of you, of course, if you're new here, I'm going to teach you a little bit about how things come in and communicate with me. Okay. I'm an energy worker. I definitely see energy. I move energy. I transmute energy. Got a big mission while I'm here. And I create structures with crystal implant attunements. Okay. So that's just a little bit about what I do. Whenever the archangels come forward, they want to teach us something. And specifically, I'm getting about our Earth Star chakra, which is our connection to Mother Earth. Okay. There's a new structure emerging. We've been doing a lot of work, and I've been getting a lot of information about this mother wound, really healing that divine feminine. Many going through the dark night of the soul. Many like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? I mean, I feel you. Okay. So we're all in this energy together. So let's go ahead and see what's going to come up. We're going to do one shuffle with the archangels. Let's go ahead and see. Bum, bum, bum. This is the healing at hand. Here's Azrael saying, hey, you want to go around for another loop? No. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. And I don't need to go back in the past. I don't need to go back and think about what I'm trying to say is I don't need to go back and think about what happened with magic in the past. Okay. It's time to alchemize. It's time to hold the gold in your hand. It's time to allow that season of your life to go by, so that you can sprout and grow into something new, so that you can take what you've learned in the past. And I'm talking to ancient souls here, so I'm talking to ascended masters. You've come here at this time to help the earth ascend. You've come here to work collectively, okay? And you are in a series of challenges which always come with gifts, okay? So we are manifesting some of these gifts from these challenges. Many of you working with structures, many of you literally holding the hand of alchemy, gathering the ingredients, making moves, okay? And we're not talking about as real anymore. We're not talking about fears, delusions, anxiety, stress. We are talking about is real, manifesting things that are real, bringing it into the earth plane, okay? And many of you have felt blocked, okay? Why? Because we've been alchemizing. We've been going in between timelines. We've been looking at reflection, shadow work, right? All kinds of different things that we've been doing to alchemize and really find and really find our way, letting go of what was so that we can step into what is. Okay? Now, look at on the other side. What's coming? It's the rainbow revolution, my friend. It's the Aquarian energy. It's seeing things from a bigger point of view and not so much of what was. It's the clearing of what was so that we can transform and expand, right? Do you see the difference in the energies here? Okay. It's like, yes, we're going to be guided by our ancestors. We're going to be guided by the past, but we're going to see with expansion to see what's new, to bring up many ancient wisdom, okay? Many ancient wisdom as we're being held here. This is literally the masculine. Look at the X and the Y on here, okay? Literally, this masculine energy being held at this moment so that we understand the proper steps, right? The actions, so that we can listen and receive and then take action, right? So it's all about patience. Oh God. It's like, do you want to hear it again? But this is the time. You've been patient. And so if you're reluctant to take action at this time, I'm telling you, follow your instincts. Okay. Now, what I'm noticing are these spurts. Okay. Spurts. There's that spur. Okay. Think of the boot. It's like we got our boots on. We're doing some dirt kicking, shit kicking. Excuse my French. Okay. We're kicking some butt. All right. We're riding our horse. We're allowing ourselves to be led. Doesn't all make sense, does it, my friends? But sometimes we need a little kickstart. Okay. All right. But it's coming in spurts. So really, really, really focus in and execute what you've been learning over this last year. Okay, execute what you've been learning. All right, so let's go ahead and see what's this structure. I love this because she has been steadily coming up. She's been steadily coming up. We're coming out of these emotions, right? It's like, okay, as this is as Ariel, and it really kind of is a little bit about the story of Ariel. She's holding the trident. This is you. This is you. This is the energy. We're letting go of the delusions, the killer instincts. We're holding on to what? Our vision. We've got focus. We've got some clarity. We're coming out of these emotions. We're heading towards our abundance. We're focused on our breath. We're also focused on not holding our breath and actually transitioning in between. Now, here on the side, the masculine side, remember we're still being held, okay? It's like you're still picking up on some of this energies, and what are they trying to do? They're trying to pull you back. But it's like, look it, You're ahead of it. You've got that handle. You're literally holding that alchemy in your hand. So it's a matter of keep walking forward. Okay. You're that powerful. You're that powerful. Okay. Your angels want you to know you are that powerful. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. We're actually doing this structure. Okay. We're climbing out of the pit, growing where we're planted, sprouting through. Okay. So on the left hand side, it's like, and look at this. She's holding on to that alchemy, right? Let's look below. Okay, look at this. This is so perfect. Right below, we've been fueling ourselves. Okay. Now, I will say it's been an interesting refuel, hasn't it, my friends? It's like you're driving down the road and you're waiting for that gas station and you're kind of like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And then you can't find your debit card and you're scrambling on the floor. You see what I'm saying? But we have been renewing and refueling ourselves. But really, what I'm noticing ever so much in between is the number three. It's really about balance. So it's really about the spurts of energy, okay? And really navigating. And I want to tell you something that I think is really important. The energy that I came on here with, I was like, I'm going live tonight, okay? So it's like there are energies that kind of may want you to make some excuses, may want you to push the pause button, may want you to say, I'll do it later. Okay. But this is the energy. It's time to jet set, grab the opportunities, and do what's best for yourself. Okay. Because I know you're going to find this when you're meant to find this, but this is the best time for me. For me, as somebody that does a lot of sacred work, and so do you. You're on the ascended master path, my friends. Okay. So that means that you are a collective worker. You have your hands in humanity, okay, in some way, shape, or form. So balance is so important. Balance is so important. So, what else is important is to allow yourself to align to these sacred structures, okay? Many of which some of you are not meant to create. Not everybody is here to create a sacred structure that changes humanity. Some of us are here to participate in those sacred structures to do what? To have your coming out party, to really kind of pull back and allow yourself to spring forward. Do you see what I'm saying here? Okay. Saving yourself years, months of healing. Okay. So, this is what we're talking about, really honing in, following the synchronicities, allowing yourself to find it. And look, it's right under. I'm pulling from the bottom because I'm feeling the energy here from the bottom. This huge message. Archangel Gabriel is here, another 10, 10. So, will you collaborate with your abundance? Will you be at one with the healing? Will you align to this sacred structure that allows you to come out of those emotions to really, I'm getting fast track, movement, poke through, okay? Poke through the darkness. And when I say that, it's not about the darkness, it's all about it's time. It's time to poke through and to expand and to bloom. It's like the energies are perfect for that. So anytime we have 10-10 energy, what's happening is we have this awesome new beginning, and it's like we can feel that energy, but we also have this letting go. So it's like in a lot of ways, it's like we're scattered. Our energies are scattered because we're moving forward, but we're letting go at the same time. So I am loving this energy. Let's go ahead and look at this structure. What are we coming into? Okay. What are we coming into? We're going to be starting in that Earth Star chakra. Archangel Michael says to you, you have this beautiful uniqueness about you Many of you, I feel, are on Archangel Michael's team. You're stepping into your authenticity, putting down the sword, but stepping forward in service, stepping forward in sharing your truth, right? Okay. And then many of you doing it in this unique way. That number 23 always, talks to me about Michael Jordan, that bull energy, pulling it in, manifesting it on the earth plane. Okay. And it's like, I see many of you heroes, like to others. This is the type of healing you do. This is the type of truth that you bring forward. Okay. So I love that. Coming forward in your authenticity. Okay. Now, as I talk about that energy, it's also letting you know about being brave, about being brave, about bursting through. Like, look at, he is running, okay? And he is running to show you at the same point in time, it's time to move. It's time to move forward. And if need be, call upon him for any assistance, okay? I love that. I love this Archangel Michael card. I just love it. So let's see what he wants to tell you. As this is in that Earth Star chakra, which is really like that file cabinet, your treasure chest. Many people refer to it as Pandora's box. It holds all your lifetimes. And many of you, as you know, you've been like rolling through that. Oop, gotta alchemize that. Brrr. You've been in that energy, okay? So Archangel Michael says, release the fears. Collaborate with the balance that's coming in. Believe that the universe has your back. Release your fears. You are safe and protected. If you are in a time when you need a little bit more courage, know that I am with you, shielding you from any perceived danger. Perceived as real is real. And that's really important to the energy that we're in, my friends. Okay. That's why this is a little educational. That's why I hit education. You are powerful manifestors. Whatever you believe is going to happen. So know that you have so much angelic support, ascended master support, ascended ancestor support. Okay. Which means that you are so powerful. So don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Archangel Chamuel is letting you know this healing has come. It's time to rise up. Okay. Are you hearing the messages? Are you hearing the coup? Are you ready to spur into action? Are you ready to get the movement? Are you ready to allow things to unfold and to bloom? You've got to love yourself unconditionally. You've got to open yourself up to receive, because many of you, you've been in the pits for so long. Some of you may not truly be envisioning that the universe has your back. You might be waiting for the other shoe to drop, and if that is the case, what will happen? The other shoe will drop. So let's get the focus off the other shoe about to drop, and let's move into, how about a new pair of shoes? How about that? How about we flip the script? And it's not just about positive poly, my friends. It's not just about conscious maintenance, my friends. No, you have done the work. And when you do the work and when you go into the pit and you fall through, that is your time to have enough love for yourself to make a clear and clean ask of what you want, and then to take the steps to achieve it. Your ancestors want this for you, my friends. Okay? They do. The structure is in front of you. The balance of the one. Allow yourself to shift into what's next. Okay? This structure is upon you. You've done the work. It's time. Look at, I mean, we get in the, look at the roses. It's time to bloom. It's time to understand that you have what it takes to grow. Yeah, I love it. It's time to kick some ass. I love that. Yes. It's time to put that crown on and to straighten that crown and to remember who you are. Who you are, the steps that you have taken. Look what you have been through, my friends. Ancient souls here. Shape shifting. Shape shifting, literally. Okay, so many symbols here. We've got clarity, we've got intuition, we've got healing, we've got structure expansion. Okay, and more than anything, we have this alchemy in our heart center. It's right here. You're holding it. Don't forget what you have done because, man, you have been moving mountains. You have been moving mountains. You have been climbing that staircase of what? Of crystallization, of really doing hard things, literally changing your mind frame, right? Getting wow confirmation. Remember who the F you are. That's been ringing over and over for a few weeks. Yeah. Hell to the yes. It is time to not only remember who you are, but be who you are. Be who you want to be. You get to create it. Please know you are so powerful. So powerful. It's about integrating. It's about allowing the spurts of the energy. Here's that firefly energy. I told you it is an auspicious time to allow the energy, the spurts. Do you feel the pulse? There's a pulse. And this is reminding me, as silly as it sounds, what's coming up is couponing. I know, crazy. But it's like you have two choices when you coupon. You can cut the coupons when they come in, put them in your purse, organize them, and most of the time, I'm going to be honest, forget that you ever had them. Okay? So it's like all this busy work. Or you can or you can learn, you can get into the pulse, and you can understand that every 12 weeks, did you know every 12 weeks things go on sale? Because have you noticed when you go to the grocery store, sometimes cereal is $5 a box. Sometimes you can get it for half price. So it's like spirit is here saying, get into the pulse. Okay. It's all about the timing, right? Yes. Patterns are everywhere. So integrate the energies at hand. Feel the fire, right? He's holding his left hand and he's like feeling the fire. He's receiving it. He's feeling the energy. Okay. There's this flame, this activation. That's when you take the action. When it's hot, right? When it's hot. Okay, so let's look at these messages. We shared Archangel Michael's message, but look at, I just turned to 22. So this is what our whole reading is from the archangels. What do they want us to learn? They want us to learn that you are naturally intuitive and deeply sensitive. Acknowledge and trust your emotions as they can act as a powerful compass. A compass, my friends, to jet set wherever you want to go. Okay? Now, Divine Feminine's message. You're in a boat. and you're receiving, you're receiving, you're receiving, you're receiving, you're rowing your boat, left hand, left hand, left hand. What are you going to do? If you don't take action, you're going to spin in circles to the left. Okay? That's what you're going to do. And it's just going to get tighter. And what it's just going to, it's like this energy is just going to get stuck and stuck and stuck and stuck. You're just going to twist and turn. Same thing. If all you do is take action, shape, shift, shape, shift, shape, shift, action, 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 and it's not felt, you're going to spin to the right. Okay. And when you go right, things get tighter and tighter and tighter. And then you feel you can't really loosen up. Okay. So, what's the message? How can we row in unison? Because when you row in unison, you create movement. You can go anywhere, anywhere. Okay. That's the message. We shared Archangel Michael's message. Man, I'm so excited to be here tonight with you guys. I was like, it's getting late, and I love that you guys are here. And I know some of you watch from across the world. I think it would be fun. Let me know where you're at. I'd love to know. Of course, I know where Soul Expansion is. She's in Texas. Um, Archangel Chamuel. She wants to tell you, open your heart, let yourself be cherished. Remember that you were loved and that you were made of love. Okay? I know when you're in the pits, it can be hard. It can be so challenging. And I know for many of you, because the angels are here because you have this angelic frequency about you. And what's really hard about the angelic frequency is, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's like two things. Number one, it's hard to comprehend. It's hard to comprehend really the world that we live in. Truly. KK's here from Washington. April, I'm here in Bali. Yeah, I'm in Bali, but from Georgia. Oh my gosh. Enjoy your trip. North Carolina. I love it. Peace in the water. Welcome, y'all. Okay. So Archangel Chamuel is telling us to really allow ourselves to believe, because I know it doesn't make sense right now at this moment. 32:22 on the clock. We are wrapping this up. Okay. We are wrapping this up, and there's this reflection of your uniqueness. And you've been in the pits, kind of like learning what about what? Strength, learning about stamina, learning about not giving up, fortitude, right? And these are things that you just don't learn when you're not in the pits, my friends. Every cycle has its purpose. Okay? Every cycle has its purpose. Metatron came forward to talk to us about the structure, that the structure is changing, that there's been an alchemy, and he wants to remind you, you are crowned with the light of source, because you are divine incarnate. Walk upon the earth as an angel. I told you I was feeling the angels, and life shall conspire to lift you up. Wisdom is available to those who truly follow the integrity of the heart. Okay? The archangels are rushing in for you to take liftoff, to allow that alchemy and that structure shift, and to get into the pulse, to integrate the energies and get into that pulse. Okay? So let's see what Archangel Uriel wants to say, and then we're going to transition over to the Ascended Masters. Uriel says, message, let go of the anger and unforgiveness and let my flame of love illuminate your heart. I can help free you from emotional pain. If you do not know the right words to say, call upon me and I will speak through your heart. Like a firefly, you will get into the pulse, because a lot it is those emotions, my friends, that's keeping us stuck in the water, but it's time to emerge. It's time to emerge. Okay? It's time to be one with the unconditional love, to create the magic and to fall into the energies of what's happening. April says, I love it. I moved here last year with my toddler. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. It's always so nice to get a new and look at that. Maybe some of you are moving to a new area. Maybe some of you are flipping the script and changing it. Why not? Life was meant to be experienced. Why not? Why not get lift off and have a fresh new start? Right? Okay, so let's move to the Ascended Masters. As you know, many of you have been with me. Ooh, look at preconditions. Okay, this work, you decided you were going to do it before you ever came here. And now that you've been doing the shadow work, releasing tower moments after tower moments, shift after shift, I'm feeling you. Okay. But this has been magnetizing, divinely timed, my friends. Okay. Divinely timed to do what? For you to use your imagination, for you to really create this infinite abundance. Okay, so it's like, yes, you've been going through it, but think about the long haul. In the short run, I know 3 years is a long time. Okay, some of you even longer. I know I've been at it for a while. All right. When you've been at it so long that things go roundabout and you're like, I am grateful for that trauma, you know you've been at it. Okay. And I'm grateful for every minute of it because there is this. I am so happy that one day I finally woke up and said, you know what? What the heck am I running around for? Who am I running for? If I'm going to run, hey, that's all right. But it's going to be for me, not because of these subconscious scripts, these judgments that I hold myself to. Do you see the difference? So, since we were together last, what falls to the floor comes to the door. This is coming up in another oracle. You are being super sized. That's what's happening. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah, because you are super sizing it. You are no longer playing it small. You are ready to make it happen. You're stepping into your power. You're feeling groovy. You're rooting in. You're ready. And it's like things are just popping up, aren't they? They're just popping up. Even though the energy's been very interesting, even though the energy's been very interesting, things are just popping up that make you smile, that make you, it's like I must ask you a question. Have you experienced some glossy? Look at how glossy he is. I'm hearing glossy. It's like there's this iridescence. Some of you have had snow dumped on you. Some of us, we got it coming. But it's like, it's all about the perspective shift, right? It's all about the perspective. So this was out before. So I wanted to let you know it fell to the floor. It's coming to the door. This is where we're going, Ascended Masters. We're coming into balance. Okay. But as we're coming into balance, we're also coming into this superpower. Why? Because we're also bringing that feminine energy into balance. Okay. We've learned, we've built the muscles of overcoming the fear and the delusion because it's been brought into your world. It's been part of your challenge, right? And it's like as you've done that, what you didn't realize is as you were doing that work to heal your divine feminine, to work through some of that darkness, integrating those energies, what you've done is you've like popped up and you're like, man, I'm a different person. I'm taking actions that feel aligned. Okay. I'm magnetizing energies towards me. Here it is. I'm here for the adventure. I'm here for the adventure. I'm here for the ride. I'm here for the journey. I want to share it and I want to have these experiences. This is what's changing. Okay? So let's go ahead because we're going to be doing quite a few shuffles with the Ascended Masters. We've been working on this challenge 44, which is really about stepping into that power. And it's like you've stepped into that power. But what's going on now is we got to think about that well of dreams. Okay, that well of dream chakra. It's in the back of our head. Some people call it the mouth of God. It's right above the throat chakra. Okay, and this chakra actually really speaks to me about the Mer kingdom. It really speaks about like a waterfall, if you will, that nourishes your sacral chakra, your divine feminine. Okay. Some people are familiar with siren energies. Okay. But it's like at the same point in time, many of you have been crystallizing those emotionals, becoming emotional masters. Emotional masters. Okay. So let's go ahead and see how the Ascended Masters really want you to kind of tap into this well of dreams. They really want you to expand your imagination, to allow solutions, to see beyond the limits. Okay. To see beyond the limits. So if you've set any goals for this year, that's great. How can you go back? Like if you're like, I want to travel to Disney this year. Okay. Well, how can we not limit ourselves? How can we say instead, I want to go to Disney and anywhere else I feel called to go? Do you see how the wording is a little different? Okay. This is what we're fine tuning. Now, we've been talking about 23, but here's the 32. The Ascended Masters are letting you know this is justice. You've been held back. You've been going through challenges. You've been kind of held back, okay? So when I'm saying that, it's like, I'm not saying you got in trouble, but I'm imagining you're at I'm imagining in class and it's like you've been held after class and you've got to write these words like Bart Simpson, I will not light my couch on fire, okay? Um, Things like that. And it's just like there's just this energy that's been holding you back and you feel it. You feel it, but the archangels are here and the Ascended Masters are here and they're dropping a ladder into that pit and they're saying, are you ready? Are you ready to climb out and shine? Because that's what's in front of you. This is justice. This is the reflection. The justice is the reflection of really forging and building that individuality, really honing in on what works for you. And what's really interesting and what you're not noticing, but I'm going to point out, is everyone around you, they see you more than you may even know. They see you and you speak to them. Huge. Because you're a big energy. They see you handle, you know, obstacle after obstacle. They see your smile. You see what I mean? They see your energy and it's like nothing gets you down. And okay, you fall in the pits. There's a pity party. I have pity parties too. 24 hours. That's it. And it's not because I'm pushing myself. It's because life is too short. Life is too damn short for me to say that I don't deserve something. No, it's not about that. If I'm going to, yes, I might have a pity party, something's hard, but I'm going to really come forward and say, what am I meant to learn from here? What can I take? What little feather can I put in my cap? Remember that Indian, that rainbow? How can I turn this into something brighter? Okay. I'm just noticing there's 7 on here and I love it. Can we get a couple more likes because it really does help grow this channel. I appreciate you. 4423 holding on the clock. Those are the energies that we've been talking about. Challenge 44, really forging that power, using your imagination, really stepping into many of you ancient. Oh, I'm hearing ancient wonders of the world. Okay, I get you, Knuckles. I'm proud of you for stepping into it. Don't be afraid to share it. Some of you are so far beyond what people can imagine, but that doesn't mean you don't have value. Okay? It doesn't mean you don't have value. And it's like, I get it. I get it. I'm the attunement lady. I build structures that go in your chakras. And they have magical healing powers. But it's like, you know, it's new. So I understand. And I've been walking this path for a while. So I get it. Walk your path. Be confident because these abilities came to you. Why? Because you put your sword down, because you learned that it's not about the fight and you found a way to go through. Because when you fight, it just comes back. Have you noticed that? When you resist, it persists. But you found a way to run through. You took the wisdom instead of the pain, okay? There's a reflection, but that's allowed you to go up the stairs. The Ascended Masters are saying, have love for yourself, be in collaboration, take time to reflect. Everything matters. The breeze against your face, the warm sunshine, the smell of the flowers, the person who calls and texts you, the smile of somebody, that matters. It all matters. These are the tiny miracles that make this adventure so incredible. Collaborate with the balance. I'm hearing collaborate, collaborate, collaborate because you've been in it. You've been in it. And how can collaborate with the angels, collaborate with the Ascended Masters so they can drop that ladder down. It's like you're like, hey, but you gotta be willing to allow yourself to receive. I feel it. I feel it. Your abundance is right here in front of you. It's right in front of you. It's a matter of climbing up and seeing the sun, knowing that you have learned in the shadows so much. So much have you learned. Yeah. You've gotten shelter in there. You've rooted in. You've expanded, right? You've learned a lot about these changes. And I'm guessing, like we see shelter here, I'm guessing you feel more at home with yourself than you have in years. Boy, have you really gotten to know yourself from the roots down under to the very tip of the crown. Now, the crown is being highlighted here. So there's energies, and we're talking here. Now, the Ascended Masters are coming in, and it's like, okay, there's just, do you see how the left side of the tree is just kind of going through some more transformations, being highlighted? Okay. And if I look really close, and I want you to look real close, there's a lot of imagery here. I'm seeing wolves, I'm seeing ducks, I'm seeing animals. Okay. So with that wolf, it's like you're calling out. But with this is the crown of the tree, and the crown of the tree, it's like there's energies that are kind of, like I said, blocking you. And that's because the shift is happening, but right after the shift is the integration. So it's integrating those energies. It's getting in that pulse. It's that burning away of what was, but also getting in the pulse of what will be. Okay? And this is happening. And it's like you're noticing it. People that you surround yourself are noticing it. Okay? So remember to have that love for yourself. Okay. I wanted to see what shuffle we're on because I've been talking. Let's see. Are we on shuffle 5 or Archangel Chamuel. Oh, direct light. Shuffle 5. Okay, we're in shuffle 5. That's what I thought. Okay, so number 6. How can we find that balance? Because when we find that balance, look at it's like the breakthrough, the expansion, the steps to go. It reveals itself. So how can we be rooted? This is the tree pose. So here we got 2 trees now. Okay. And here we are in winter, wherever you are. We're in winter or spring, okay, wherever you are in the world. But in the winter and the springtime, the energy is kind of the same. It's all about rooting in, really getting the nourishment, really poking through the ground down under. Okay. But really also taking the time to integrate, to reflect, and to sit and reflect. There's a time for everything, okay? Time for everything. And this is that constant energy I'm feeling, the spurts of energy, okay? So just know that trust your intuition, okay? Especially around this full moon. I am getting a lot about this next full moon, okay? There's a lot of oracle coming in. There's a lot of my structures coming forward in a very specific way. Look at the necklaces are coming forward to assist you because man, there are some really a lot of energies, and they're taking us through this overdrive. So being rooted and really sitting in your power, allowing yourself to receive, okay, and taking the time for you. It's right there. It keeps coming up. All right, taking the time that you need as well. Okay, number 7. We're talking about the choices in front of you. We're talking about expansion, really wearing that alchemy. Look at this. Do you see this, girl? This is actually the structures that I build. This is what they are actually kind of look like, okay? If you will. And this around her neck, around her solar plexus right here, really honing in. A necklace is just like a surrounding. It's just like a protective device, actually. And there's several segments to it, and this is what is unfolding. This is what I am unfolding, is what parts of this camberan. And what they do is they preserve your masculine energy so that you can grab the chalice of choice, so you can be on your highest timeline. Okay, there are many choices you can make, my friends, all the time. But wouldn't you like to choose the ones that are on your highest timeline, bringing you, allowing the veil to thin, to see through the structure that works for you in the background, finding a little bit more comfort? The peacock here, poking in this prosperity, okay? This expansion and clarity and vision. Can you feel it? Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. I get a feeling like I never had before. No, I get a good feeling, yeah. You've been walking the steps, you've been blinded. Keep yourself aware of the structures around you. Don't be so much about your experiencing that you're not seeing the synchronicities, the pillars, okay, that are here to lift you up. This is the nature of the Ascended Master number 22. It is the builder, okay? And some of you are building these structures of the new earth, and some of you are allowing them to lift you up, to feel safe, to feel rooted, to allow this expansion in that crown, that spark in the dark, okay? That spark in the dark. So let's see what the Ascended Masters are going to do. This is for your masculine energy. We're really honing in on the actions that you take. All right? Be one with balance. Now, the right here we're talking about greed, but I want to read this message because it's a very special message. And what message is all about is your potential. Look it. You've got the flaming arrow, and it's like the pull back. You've been pulled back so that you can spring forward. And it's like you are so what's so interesting is you're so fired up, and look at right below. Look at this. I cannot make this up. Look at this. We've got right below this, we've got number 20, a difference of 7. That's the magic. It's bringing you on your mission. And then look at right below. There it is, another 7, the gift coming in, big energies, huge energies, giving you liftoff for what? Let's just go full circle for the justice that you deserve. Wow. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling it? Okay, I like to read this card from time to time because I think it's really important to understand what's being shown here. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of read a little bit through here, okay? So this is a son of a master, and he had highly advanced military skills. He was very good at what he did, right? And he was so good at it, though, that he kind of lost his way. And that's really what this card speaks about. This is the archetype of someone who is greedy. What we mean here, biting off more than he or she can chew. Examine, reflect, and consider your demands and your aspirations. Are you asking for more than you can handle? Curb your overzealous nature, resist the temptation to overreach, stay within your limits. Now, I find this is a very interesting because what I'm feeling here more than anything with this card, and I think we're going to see it come across, okay? The interpretation that I'm getting is it's saying stay within your limits, because what I'm feeling is there is this miraculous energy that is going to move you. There is this breakthrough energy. There is this light at the end of the tunnel. There is this huge potential, but it can only come when we're one with balance. So if we're overreaching, if we're pushing ourselves too much, and this is what I was feeling, okay? If we're pushing ourselves too much, we're not going to see. It's like we have these blinders on. And it's like we're so hyper focused on X, Y, Z, P, D, Q that we can't see what's happening around us, okay? And this is so perfect for the energies that I've been feeling, my friends. And I thank you, Ascended Masters, for bringing it in, because it's like, I understand. I want to show you something. Do you see these tabs? These are oracle that have been coming in. And so I've been feeling this pressure. Like I was like, I want to go live because I miss you guys, number one. But number two, there is a time and a place for everything. So I had, last night I was like, is it time? And I was like, no, I'm not feeling it. So really take that time to reflect, to sit down for a moment and to really reflect. Do I need to push this out? Okay, because sometimes the best action we take, my friends, is to go get in the bath, is to go get our nails done. I had a massage today. Ah, what a good feeling. Yeah. Okay. So it's like what feels good is so important. What feels good. All right. So let's go ahead and see. We had Archangel Michael at the bottom, rushing in, letting you know that you're protected, to be aware. And then here we have gratitude on the other side. So it's like your angels are rushing to your side to teach you everything you need to make the climb. How can you hold on to what you're learning? How can you stay focused? And how can you be grateful? How can you be one with your authenticity? How can you allow yourself to really have grace and gratitude, to really see the bigger picture? This is the first step. Okay. This is the first step. And if you look at the difference between the 23 energy and the 17 energy, what's the difference is the six. It's like we've got to really integrate these energies. Know that we're protected. Know that it's time. Know that that we have this skill set, okay? And it's time to really take the steps to rise, to build what we want to create, right? But not biting off more than we can chew, really taking one step at a time. That's why we have this ladder, okay? This is within the stem. It's like the stem is growing, we're sprouting out, but it's like it's one step at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. The energies are shifting so much. Literally, what you think is appropriate tonight may actually shift in 2 weeks from now. So it's really allowing yourself to go within and trust that intuition because the universe, I believe, is testing us. What have we learned? Are we ready? Do we see it? Because with great power comes great responsibility. Do we see it for our highest good and the highest good of all? Highest good of all. Okay? Archangel Samuel, look at third time. We're going to have to read it. Matching up here. We've got the number 23 again. Okay. So it's like, look at this zigzag. We've got Archangel Michael. And then on the next platter, on the next, we've got this number 23 energy. Really, you are so unique. Please believe it. You are so unique. Maybe you're nervous about what you do because it's different, but that's what makes you so special. So don't take the pitfall and try to be like everybody else. Really hold on to your skills, hold onto that individuality. Allow yourself to be guided, okay? To be guided around the obstacles because there's so much value in learning about that. So have unconditional love as you're doing that, okay? Definitely, for sure. And the difference here is this 15 energy. Again, a six, really integrating, okay? Really integrating, reflecting and having unconditional love, allowing things to unfold and allowing ourselves to be guided. All right. I feel that. But let's go ahead because, and also look at this. I'm also feeling this 10 energy here. We've got this 10-10. Okay. So this is what I'm really feeling. It's like we're ready for this adventure. You are ready. You've been ready. I feel you. Me too. I feel you. Okay. But it's like we've got to reach this ending. We've got to make something complete before we can get to the next step. Okay, so let's really take a look at this adventure card. What's this all about for us? Okay, so since this came up 3 times, I'm just going to go ahead and read it. And please forgive me. I will murder these names. I truly will. So I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. This is Rona, a scintillating figure full of luster and might. His iridescent, I told you, you're glistening with this superpower that you have. Form instilled fear in the hearts of all who encountered him. It was said that he was the incarnation of fire itself. Wow. He succeeded Brishma as the master teacher to both the Pandavas and the Kauravas, which is the two sides, the two families on the epic tale of the Mahabharata, which I just have to find an excuse to say Mahabharata because I love to say Mahabharata. It just feels fun. Okay. Highly skilled in the art of war, combat, expert in advanced military skills, he was filled with purpose and insatiable love for the challenge. His adventures and heroic deeds are epic. This card signals a voyage or a departure on a journey leading you to a discovery or a revelation that may surprise or astound you with intensity and feeling. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. It could be an exciting development for your own self as you progress through the various stages of life lessons, accessing knowledge that is unknown to your conscious mind, fulfilling your potential. You are exactly where you're meant to be, my friends. Exactly where you're meant to be. It could be the ambition that drives you to strive and to succeed. It indicates that tapping of vast potentials as yet unfulfilled. It could be a journey involving a spiritual awakening, an adventure leading to the development of all levels of your being. And we're talking spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical. And the integration of these aspects into a healthy, balanced life. You discover for yourself strategies and answers to issues of daily life as you meander through the hills and the valleys and come to a crossroad. Come to a crossroad, feeling the excitement of choosing a path, enthralling in the experience of the journey with spontaneity and the boundless adventure. You feel exhilarated, and I feel like we feel this. I feel it. You should be conscious. Savor the moment. Enjoy the ride. Sometimes the journey is far more rewarding than the destination. So, how can we make sure we're seeing the scenery, smelling the flowers, seeing the sights, tasting the foods, having the experiences? That's what it's all about. That's the luster. So, how can you reflect on how you can expand into that? How can you give yourself something more? And it doesn't have to be money, my friends. If you want to see more scenery, how can you give yourself more time outside wandering around? How can you choose, different sites? How can you try some new foods? There's so many ways to expand in this unconditional love for yourself. Okay? Really taking the time to experience as you integrate. Okay? And because many of you are literally doing a flip from here to there. So enjoy the journey. All right? Again, not biting off more than you can chew. This is a lesson because many of you are so ancient. Man, what you have done, trust me, I know. The wars, the tactics that you have, but it's time to lay down that side and allow someone to take care of you. You see that? Open yourself up to receive. I know you're invincible. Look at these muscles that you've had. Look at the alchemy. Look at what you have made happen. But remember, it's because you collaborated. It's because you took the steps, sometimes on shaky ground, but you found your way with your intuition, with the guidance of your angels, your guides, your support family, synchronicities. Okay? So remember the golden moments. All right? And remember how you've been forged. This is really coming in so strongly. This is the energy that you're aligning to. Okay? You're like the golden boy. And this is coming in so fast. And I said golden boy because it's like you're about to pivot in ways that it's time. But we can't get lost in that shuffle. Okay? We can't get lost in the push. This is really just coming over so much. Okay? It's like no matter what happens, this arrow's going to land somewhere. You've been planted. Allow yourself to grow and to expand. Okay? It doesn't matter where. It's like, look at he's up in the snow. And you're like, oh man, of course, I get planted in the rocks and the snow. Well, do you know the most beautiful blue lotus flower grows in the Himalayas? It is so unique and special. And oh my gosh, it is such a beautiful attunement, I will tell you. And it pairs with papagoids. And I'm mentioning this because the message with this is that you haven't been forgotten. Okay, it's like the papa's preaching. It's like what I'm hearing here is you're pushing yourself because you want to be seen, you want to have value. I understand where you're coming from, but don't bite off more than you can chew, because it doesn't matter if you're judging yourself for others approvals. My friends, I just want to tell you from the get-go, you're automatically shutting off the potential that can come. When we create judgment of self or others, we automatically create separation. It automatically happens. Okay? And that's why we're being pulled back so that we can hone in on this message, hold it in our hands, allow ourselves to be rooted in this message, the alms, the give, the generous, the dedication. Okay? I feel it. So I love this pair up here. Look at this beautiful pair up with Metatron, the third step out. Okay? The third step out, the alchemy of the divine feminine, the ability to align to your golden boy. This is your divine masculine. This is a really, really incredible time for you. But you've got to collaborate with the clarity that's coming in here. You got to collaborate with the healing, okay? So that you can align to this energy. So even though you might feel like you're at a crossroads, really what I'm feeling, the crossroads is not about where you go, because no matter where you go, you're golden. It's really holding on to that treasure of you, of what, of how you were forged, the fires that you walk through, so that you can stand up and be of service and be a leader and be on mission. I feel it. I have full goosebumps as I pull this card. This structure, be at one with the structure, allow the shift. This is your brilliance. This is your brilliance. The step is right in front of you. Overall, this is where you are. You're at this moment where you have like this renewal, this pearl where you can take that warlike behavior, that iron, that metal, that irritant, if you will, to the oyster, okay? And it's like we can renew and we can lacquer, and we can find the wisdom so that we can move beyond, so that we can see our spark, all right? So that we can hone in our crown, so that we can be guided by what? Our divine spark. Man, as we walk into the year of the dragon, as we align to the pulse of the firefly, it's like we receive the fire and we forge it into a spark. We take our wisdom, we take where we were, we take our sword that we used to fight, and instead we hold the spark of alchemy and we forge something new. We don't allow ourselves to get hooked. That's what I'm hearing here. So I'm seeing here, to get hooked on what was. But we also don't want to be so hyper focused on our skill set that we're missing the little glimmers, okay? The little glimmers and the shimmers around us, the reflections, the things hiding in the corner, okay? Huge message. So I like to set in Archangel Chamuel. I love it because Archangel Chamuel is the one who brought this in for us, okay? This healing is at hand for you. Archangel Chamuel, do I get your approval? I do. We have done our job tonight. Ascended Masters, unite. Get into the pulse because there is strength in numbers. You are not alone. I am climbing out just like you. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your messages, how you resonate with this. I appreciate your support. I appreciate all that you do for me. And I can't wait to do the same for you because together we literally can make a change. We can literally come out of the pits, sprout, get a kickstart on something new. And this is your mission, my friends. Okay? So really just take this time. What I'm getting here, okay, I'm getting a message here. I want to see because I feel like this is from another angel. I'm getting a message. Who's talking to me? Archangel Raziel. I knew I could feel the energy shift. Archangel Raziel coming forward, really, some of you as a new guide. Yes, some of you as a new guide. He is the teacher of the ancients, the wisdom of the ancients. He brings up your purpose, your individuality. I cannot focus on this anymore. Okay? You are not meant to be like everybody else. You are meant to stick out like a sore thumb. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Okay? Do you have a message? That was your message. Okay. Oh man, I feel like, are you feeling expansion in some of your gifts right now, my friends? Because man, I just feel like I've been channeling nonstop. I look forward to bringing you more messages. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to see you soon. Tomorrow, I've got a very incredible oracle coming forward, and it speaks a lot about the structures, specifically 4 different structures for this month alone that are coming forward. I will call them sacred structures that maybe you were meant to align with. So come check it out, see how you resonate, trust your intuition because the adventure begins. We'll see you very soon. Oh, you're so welcome. We'll see you soon, my friends. Catch you on the flip. All right.